Hey YouTube! This is Firewizard23, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II, Dawn of Souls. In the last episode, we had talked to all these fine gentlemen in here, and they learned quite a bit about this game. And as you've seen, the game is quite different from the previous one. So like you said, we have skill levels in this game, where doing certain things in battle makes those skill levels go up. Note all our main characters are right-handed, so it's going to be prudent that weapons go in our right hand. Now, before we do anything, I would like to de-equip my characters. I'll keep the buckler on Firion. I'm going to take the bow off Maria. I'm not too happy with the bow. Well, actually, I don't want her to have a bow right now. And that. Remember, they're right-handed. We only have one shield right now. So, as you've probably surmised then, based on the explanations given, as we were told, characters are going to gain experience in weapons or skills that they use more frequently. Therefore, it is going to be prudent that a character be training themselves basically in only one type of skill or attribute, so as, throughout the course of the game, that one skill or attribute becomes very powerful versus trying to train many skills at once where I could either just do an obsessive level of grinding and grind up all those skills, or go through the same speed in the game and only have those skills be, say, half as powerful as they possibly could be. I have to say, I do actually like this system, because you'll notice, at the same thing, it wasn't directly mentioned, but there's no experience points in this game. It's all based on the skill system. Our characters also don't start with any magic. But, oh, stats, okay. If we looked at their statuses here, we got Strength, Spirit, Intelligence, Stamina, Agility, Magic. But Maria, however, does have the largest intelligence. It would make most sense for her to be some kind of magic user of some type in that case. Though, just as we've seen, just simply using skills will be more beneficial to characters regardless. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, well, let's go do a little more talking in the game. Let's go explore the rebel base. This is the King's Bedchamber. His Majesty was sorely wounded in the flight from Finn. He has been resting here for some time now. This is the King's Bedchamber. His Majesty always says the same thing. Here's the King. King of Finn. An arrow struck me in the back during the battle, leaving me in this state. Perhaps I really have grown old. My daughter Hilda now serves as regent. You should speak with her. Yep, because you get shot in the back with an arrow, you're old. No, that's not what that means. That kind of sucks. This must be Hilda's room. Let's go sleep. No. We got questing to do. In my baseball cap, which makes you look awesome. You're in the rebel hideout in the town of Latere. Somebody gave me the correct pronunciation, but I'd rather just say Latere. Gordon, the Prince of Kashuan, is hiding out here in Latere. I don't know what happened, but something has made him lose faith in himself. Oh. Princess Hilda fled here when Finn was sacked. She's doing a remarkable job of leading the rebel army while His Majesty recovers. Nothing down there. I do see a treasure. What's this? Potion obtained from the chest. Firion got a potion. Alright, so we out. And here's Latere. Who's this? I'm Paul, greatest thief in all the world. They've yet to invent the loot I can't burgle or steal. The Imperial's coffers have kept my purse fat with gil lately. Can I ask you about the Wild Rose? I never steal from rebels, you can be sure of that. My home was in Finn, too. I can't even go home now that the Empire has occupied the city. Those dastards. And you, sir? This is the town of Latere. The Imperial forces haven't been deployed this far yet. I suppose it's only a matter of time, though. That kind of sucks. We got a little armor shop. We'll investigate that later. Weapon shop. Oh, who's this? Tubble, the fellow over in that weapon shop, is one fine blacksmith he is. I think something's been bothering him lately, though. We got a little magic shop. All magic shops in the game, always have that white magic shop symbol, though they sell white and black magic. So, don't worry. Paul's a skilled thief, but don't worry, you can trust him. He only steals from the Imperials. Yeah, robs from the rich, steals from the poor. This is the Sanctuary, I believe. Nothing happens. Yeah, this is where you can revive characters who die. You don't have to pay anything. They just get revived. Oh. My name is Gordon. I was once a prince of Kashuan. Now, I'm nothing but a coward. When my brother Scott fell in battle, I abandoned my kingdom and fled here. Well, thanks, dude. Thanks for, like, totally helping out. Wild Rose, so you've asked to take up arms in this struggle. I'm so afraid Hilda will turn me away that I haven't even asked her. I've been stalling here. I'm just a spineless coward. Go ahead, laugh. I deserve it. No. Oh, we got items. Awesome. Alright, well, that is the town of Latere. Not really that big. So let's talk about the long-term plan here. Alright. So as I said, we're going to need some kind of long-term plan here if we're going to be developing magic. And armor and weapon skills. So it behooves us to pick one particular type of weapon that each person can pick. So let's take a look at the status screens here and think about this. Alright. We're definitely going to want to be able to have good evasion and defense, so shields are definitely going to be something we want to use. But using a two-handed weapon will prevent us from using shields, so that eliminates bows right there. So we can't use bows. I am actually going to stick with barehanded for Guy. Because of how the damage is calculated in this game, a barehanded character can actually be a house. So we're going to go ahead and have Guy be just barehanded, but he's going to have both of his hands available. So his attack is going to actually be completely insane. So, where does that leave us? Well, that leaves us with... Oh, I shouldn't have moved that screen. That leaves us with knives, swords, staves, axes, and spears. I am definitely going to make Spherian a sword user. Maria, I'll go ahead and give her staves. I just don't like the idea of a woman with an axe. That doesn't work for me. Also, another thing, on the formation, we're going to put Maria in the front row. Remember how they said that if people are attacked during battle and they lose HP, they have the potential of gaining HP or stamina. If Maria's in the back row, then the only melee monsters who can attack her are none. No melee monster can attack her. They'd only be able to attack Furion and Guy. So she wouldn't gain a lot of experience during battle because she wouldn't be taking damage. So she's going to go in the front row so she can gain some HP. Let's go into the armor shop. Remember, we only had one shield. Let's talk to the armor guy. The armor guy. The, I don't know, but what would you call the guy who sells armor? I mean, a blacksmith is the person who makes armor, but what's the name for the guy who sells it? I want to say, like, monger or something like that is the name. No. Let's buy a buckler for Maria. Let's have some potentials of other items here. But I don't really have a lot of gold. Let's just stick with the buckler for now. Now, she is right-handed, so let's put the buckler in her left hand. Alright. Oh, and as for Furion, in his right hand, let's give him the broadsword. And remember, we don't... Yeah, we have a bow and an axe. Let's go ahead and sell the bow and the axe. I don't want to use those. Let's sell the axe and the power bow. Alright. We don't want an armor shop now. We'd want... Well, we'll come back to the armor shop, but I definitely want to get the main purchases out of the way. Weapon shop. Who's this guy? Tobal. What could you want with me? I'm just an old man. Well, Tobal's the name of the blacksmith. Wild Rose. The geezer act is just a cover. My name's Tobal. I'm the best darn blacksmith in the rebel army. Alright. And you, sir, well, you do have a staff, so I'll go ahead and buy the staff from Maria. No, they also sell javelin and knives. We'll go ahead with just the staff for now. I remember my previous runs of this game, I've actually kept Maria in the back and you had her use bows, but they're not exactly the best weapon in the world. Now let's have a little talk about magic. Okay, we're definitely going to want someone who uses white magic and someone who uses black magic. So what I'm going to do, I am going to make Furion be a white, you know? No, I'll have Furion be the white magic user. And I'm going to have Maria be my black magic user. So all we do to equip magic, remember, items, go to the spell, find the character, and equip the spell. And note, the spell has its own level skills too. Cure is now level 1. And with the Fire Tome, I'll give it to Maria. She now knows Fire. So they will develop their spirit for white magic and intelligence for black magic. Now, something that wasn't mentioned, and I have seen it in this game, but... Okay, let's say I did give one character black and white magic. Okay, it's wonderful to have them cast both magics, but during battle, if you start using... Let's say I constantly use white magic, okay? It is possible to... You will lose skill in other things over time as you start to constantly use one type of skill. So it's not always practical to be trying to alternate between different types of skills because it's almost impossible to become good at everything. You would have to pretty much roll the dice to hope that you wouldn't be losing skill in other things that you trained up in the process of trying to train other things. I'm sorry if that's a weird explanation, but essentially you can't really become good at everything. One character cannot become good at everything because it's just not possible. Alright, that's about it, but there was something I did want to mention before we continue. I do find it kind of interesting in this game how... For those who've watched the Final Fantasy retrospective from game trailers, specifically Part 2, where it discussed the creation of this game, that the first game was such a hit, like, okay, we should definitely make a sequel, you know, and they weren't really intending on it, which is how the first game got created the way it did. Which is that the first game, as you saw, there really isn't any opening for a sequel in the game, it just kind of ends. As you notice, this game takes place in a completely different world. It's not taking place in the same world that the Light Warriors went and saved the day. That is because this game and every subsequent entry into the Final Fantasy series takes place in a completely different world, and they have nothing to do with each other other than just, you know, there just happen to be chocobos in all the worlds, there happens to be a Cid here and there, and Moogles and stuff. And I find that a really interesting twist of fate, because that was all bred out of the fact that they thought Final Fantasy was going to be their last game. And then when this came about, they had to just completely create a brand new game, and since they could completely do things differently, they went ahead and changed the battle tactics and how the game would operate. And that has been the mantra of the Final Fantasy series since its inception. Every single game is a completely different creation, and all of this wouldn't have, with its own story and stuff and own characters, and none of this would have happened had they not thought that that first game was their last-ditch effort, and they had written it the way they did. I just find that, I find the twist of fate there really kind of interesting. So, let's head out of Latere. Now remember, Hilda was telling us that they think that, I forget if she mentioned it, but they thought there might be some people still being held in Fynn. So we're probably going to want to head to Fynn and see if we can kind of sneak in and see if we can find them. Whoa! Airship! Oh. Let's go. Ugh! A battle! Here's our first enemy, some goblins. Alright, so let me show you how this is going to work. Same thing as the first game. You attack, magic items, flee. Let's show some physical attacks. Only one. We got some gil. Okay, no, looks like we didn't really train up anything. Let's actually take a look at our stats, though. But, hey! Take a look. We got some little energy in the bars there. Got some sword skill and some shield skill. She got some staff skill. He didn't do anything in that combat. That's okay. So that's how this is going to work. As we keep fighting, we're going to gain more and more skill. Let's be careful. Uh-oh, leg eaters! We're being attacked! And I just realized I never bothered to buy new armor. Oops. That's okay. Let's attack! Yeah, probably should take care of that at some point, get some armor. But then again, having low armor will actually help us gain HP, because we'll take more damage, which will actually increase our HP gains. 31 gil. Oh, sword level 1 up. Shield level 1 up. Shield. HP. Very nice. I will always check the status screen, but I do want you to see kind of what's happening here. Oh, I forgot to mention the music on the overworld. I do love the overworld music on this. It's like you're on a quest. I just love the music. Oh, and something you can do outside of battle. We can use Firian's Cure ability. Now, since it's level 1, it only takes 1 magic point to use. We can use it to cure up HP. Watch his bar, though. He starts to gain a little bit of cure skill in doing that. I think he does have to use it during battle, though, to gain spirit. I'm not sure about that. Ugh! Uh-oh. More monsters, and quite a few of them. With a melee attack, we cannot attack in the back row, however. Also, we can only attack the first 2 rows, these up and down things. Also, we can also attack our own party members, and you can use this actually to abuse the leveling system. Whereas, let's say Firian attacked Maria. Maria would gain HP and stamina by being attacked, and you can use this to gain obscene levels of abilities over and over in the game. I don't know if the select cancel trick works in this game, where you could actually select a command, go to the next character, cancel it to go back to the previous character, and would still register the performance enhancement. I think that probably got fixed in this version. Well, Maria does have another skill, and that is fire. Pressing up, she can target everybody. See what happens. There's no like Fear or Firaga in this game. She can simply attack everybody with her magic. Nice! Nice. Oh, and there's a little town. Let's check it out. We're in Gatria. Oh. This is the village of Gatria. Finn is just over there across the lake, see? Alright. An inn to rest up. We got item shop. The Imperial forces have occupied Castle Finn. The gates are drawn and no one can enter. And with Imperial troops and monsters roaming the streets, the city isn't any better off. Wait, what did you say? Oh, the castle gates are drawn. Okay, it's like, wait a minute, we're going to be able to enter the city. There's a pub just on the outskirts of Finn where the Empire invaded. The barkeep didn't make it out in time. They say he's still working there, pouring drinks for the Imperials. Well, that sucks for him. Gatria and Alastair haven't fallen into the clutches of the Empire, yet. But once the Dreadnought is complete, nothing will be able to stop the Empire. The Dreadnought, huh? Sounds like a big bag machine. Oh, we do have an armor and weapon shop. I do want to check out the armor shop because I didn't bother to buy myself any kind of armor. Oh, we do have leather armor. Ooh. Well, Maria could use some kind of armor, so let's give that to her. I won't bother with the caps and stuff right now. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Yeah. Take off her clothes and give her leather armor. Take off your clothes, Maria. Alright. Wait, can we get that stuff? We get caps and gloves and stuff. I know we're going to start finding equipment, though, so I'm going to go ahead and just pass on it for now. I don't think the armor shop sells any kind of increased equipment at this point. As we're going to find out, this kind of equipment, the Rebel Army is kind of in dire straits. So they don't really have that much to work with. Now, what's my stats looking at? Yeah, we're okay. Let's keep heading. And actually, next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy II Dawn of Souls, we're actually going to head up across the river here to Castle Finn and see if we can sneak inside the rebel where the Imperials are occupying. This is Firewizard23. Take care and bye-bye for now, everybody.